It's time for another Out of Bounds Rewind with Bo Bounds on ESPN 105.9 The Zone.
This is the schedule of all time as far as the scheduling gods landing their way. But they did what they had to do, and they're 6-0. Are there any concerns as far as what your takeaway from the 6 games with Ole Miss 6-0 out of the gate?
Yeah, of course there are concerns. The schedule is what it is. When this thing was put together so many odd years ago, nobody knew that Georgia Tech wasn't going to be a top 10 team, or, that Kentucky was not going to live up to be what they were ranked when the Rebels played them at number 7 in the country. It has been a light schedule. I don't think anybody can argue against that. I mean, if you go out there and you scoreboard watch, Bo, and you see South Carolina dominate Kentucky in Lexington without Will Levis over the weekend, that's a concern. The United States Naval Academy put 53 points up on Tulsa Saturday in a 53-21 win. Those things concern you. There's no doubt about it. I mean, Alabama whooped Vandy 55-3. So you look at Ole Miss's 6-0 start, 3 of those games, there were some tight times against Tulsa. There was definitely a tight time against Tulsa late. I mean, Kentucky late in the fourth quarter. And then, Vanderbilt outplayed Ole Miss in the first half Saturday before the Rebels woke up and ran away, outscoring Vandy 42-8 the rest of the way. So, if I said there were no concerns, I'd be lying. And I think any Ole Miss fan that tells you that would not be telling the truth. Of course there are concerns, but you're 6 games into your schedule. You're 6-0. You can't be any better than that. They're ranked 9th in the country. There's no doubt the schedule is about to take a turn for the tough, so to speak. I said all summer long, all spring long, I thought Ole Miss would go to Baton Rouge 7-0. I think that's going to happen. I think they're going to beat Auburn. They're 2 touchdown favorites to do so Saturday. And, I picked Ole Miss to go 10-2 this year. I'm sticking to that. I think Alabama may still be a bridge too far. Ole Miss could win that game. Will they? I don't think it's likely. And I think Ole Miss trips up to somebody else along the way. So I think 10-2 is in the window, which, considering everything they lost last year, their entire backfield, an all-star quarterback, to go 10-2 back-to-back years in the regular season, I think that's a win for Ole Miss fans.
Don't miss one moment of the Out of Bounds Show with Bo Bounds. Weekdays 7 a.m. till 10 a.m. on ESPN 105.9 The Zone.